A cost-effective solution to in-home falls among the elderly and promote independence. So this is my grandmother. Towards the end of her life, when she was stricken with cancer, she began to use a walker. And so eventually she had a fall that took a serious toll on her health. And this made me very interested in aging and falls and mobility-assisted devices in a way that I hadn't been before. I think I can say about everyone on my team has a family member who either uses a mobility-assisted device or has a family member who's struggling with aging. And I'm sure that everyone in the audience can say the same thing. And so this is a very personal field for us, and I think it makes us very passionate about it. So we did some research, and we found that this problem was way bigger than any of us had conceived. 13 million people fall over the age of 65 every year. That's 1 in every 3. This makes 2.3 million visits to the emergency room, 662,000 hospitalizations, and 22,000 deaths. This makes falls the leading cause of both fatal and non-fatal injuries among the elderly. And again, at the end, it adds up to $30 billion in healthcare. This is an enormous cost. So we went out thinking, what causes falls? Why is this such a serious problem? We read papers, we interviewed clinicians, and we watched frequent fallers in their own homes. And what we found was that walkers were an effective way of preventing falls in the home, but walkers are not convenient or even possible to use in many situations. The kitchen often cannot fit a normal walker. The bathroom cannot fit a normal walker. Same with closets. In a hallway, the only thing you can do is move straight. You can't turn around, and it's difficult to open a door or turn a corner. This can make the majority of the house almost inaccessible to the average walker user. We realized that if we were going to create a solution to the problem of falls, it would have to be a device that could go anywhere in the home with the user and provide support in every part of the home. And so created the Demilune walker. The Demilune walker is a walker that starts in a full-size position. And let me put down my microphone, I'll talk loud. And through a simple motion, can be shrunk down, taken next to the user, and provides nearly full support in that situation. We are the only walker that can provide support in its collapsed position. Other walkers fold, but this is only for storage, so don't be mistaken. And then another single motion, it opens. So let me tell you a little bit about why the elderly market is a great place to be. In 2010, there were 40 million people over the age of 65. By 2030, there are set to be 72 million. This is because every day, 8,000 to 10,000 people turn over 65. That's 3 million new entrants a year. And how does this translate to walkers? The domestic sales for walkers are 40 million every year. International, in OECD countries, that's 200 million. This is a trend that is not just national, but international. Everywhere developed countries are aging. And there's another thing you should know that's important about walkers, and that's that they are not regulated by the 510K. This means walkers are not FDA regulated. Again, I'm going to say this, walkers are not FDA regulated. This removes the single biggest obstacle from the majority of medical device companies and pharmaceuticals. So our distribution plan is to start with early adopters. Get our name out there. Get people using the walker, seeing why it's better, and seeing how it changes lives. Kickstarter, connections with doctors, connections with hospitals. And the next is scaling. Conduct a clinical trial. Prove we can do it better. And then find people to carry our walkers, hospitals, durable medical equipment companies, and get it covered by insurance. The average walker sells anywhere from $40 to $200. The average rollator, $80 to $400. We plan on entering the market as a high-scale walker and mid-scale rollator at between 150 and 200. The team consists of 4 bioengineering undergraduates. We're all graduating in May. All of us have extensive research experience and experience working with companies. And we have 3 advisors so far. Dr. Jana Schwartz in the geriatrics group at UCSF, Dr. David Lindman, who's the director of our very own Citrus Healthcare Initiative, and our professor, Amy Herr, who started our project through her capstone class and really put us in this direction. So I just want to finish this up by saying why we're doing this. A walker cannot just change save lives. It can change the everyday life of a person who needs a mobility assistive device. Your house can become someplace where you're free to move around again. You don't need to be afraid of falling in your own home. And I think that's a big life change and something that we all take for granted that would really mean a lot to a lot of people. So again, I want to thank you. We're an early stage company, and so we're looking for customers. We're looking for engineers, manufacturers, distributors, investors, and healthcare professionals. So thank you.